So today's lesson is 3.4, completing the square notes, and it'll be our practice. So 3.4, completing the squares notes in practice. So in the previous video, we factored by grouping. So in this one, we're kind of doing the same thing, but before we do that, we want to know what the C value is needed to complete the square. So usually there's three terms. There's an x squared, and then there's a term like 6x or 3x or 4x, and then there's a number that's by itself. So we have to know what that what that number is to complete the square. Okay? And so when we complete the square for the first one, I'm actually going to draw a square. Okay? So when we complete the square, we're going to kind of think about the area of a square. And hopefully you know that the area of the square, the length and the width of my square have to be the exact same. So we want this side length and this side length to be the same. So in the top box, which is our first term, is x squared. Okay? And normally we have to split this up so that it meets a certain requirement. So in this case, we want to split this up evenly. So this is 6x, so half of 6x is 3x and 3x, okay? So then we want to know, what do I need to add right here to make this correct? So I'm going to think about, well, what is the length and the width of this square have to be so that when I multiply together, it'll give me x squared. So that's x times x. Okay? So now when I look at this top right square, when I multiply this x times some number, I want it to be 3x. So that means it has to be a 3, because 3 times x is 3x. Same thing for this bottom left, 3x. So I want to multiply x times something to give me 3x. And that's going to be a 3. Okay? So what do I need to add to this box? So the dimensions of this box, this side is 3. This side is also 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. So this would be, I need to add a positive 9. So that's my C value. Okay? Now that we have our C value and we have our three terms, we can go ahead and factor it. So we know that since this is x squared, we can use our x factor shortcut. So we want to do this 1 times 9 to get 9. And then we have 6 at the bottom. So what two numbers multiplied together gives me 9, but when I add them gives me 6. Hopefully you said 3 and 3. Okay? So x plus 3 times x plus 3. Okay? So another way you could write this is x plus 3 squared, because I have 2 of them. Okay? So now we're going to try it again. So now I have x squared minus 4x. Okay? So x squared goes in the top box. I want to split these up evenly between these two boxes. So half of negative 4 is negative 2x and negative 2x. So that means this is x, because x times x is x squared. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. And then the same thing over here, because this side and this side have to be the same. So negative 2 times negative 2 is a positive 4. So what is the C value that I need to add is a positive 4. Okay, so now we're going to do 4 on top, because 1 times 4 is 4. Negative 4 at the bottom, because that's my B value. So it's negative 2 and negative 2. Okay, since those are the same thing, I could say negative 2 times negative 2, or we could say x equals -2 squared. Okay, and if you notice, if you look at our squared, what are the dimensions of my square? X minus 2 times x minus 2. So you could do it from here, x minus 2 and x minus 2. You don't need to use the x factor for this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it one more time. If you want to draw the box because the box helps you, that's cool. If the box does not help you, let me know and I can show you a different way to do it. So x squared. Remember, we're trying to split up this 2x evenly, so 1x, 1x. So x and x, because x times x is x squared. Something times x will give me 1x, that's 1. X times some number will give me 1x, so that's 1. So what goes in that last box? Well, we know 1 times 1, which is 1. So we're going to have, so if you don't use the x, then you can just use your dimensions. That's x plus 1 on top. And then we have x plus 1 on the side. And so another way to write that is x plus 1 squared. Okay, so go ahead and try 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so now that we have done some easy ones, let's go ahead and look at something that's a little bit more challenging, just a little bit. Okay? So let's go ahead and first look at number 10. So let's first notice that there's this 2 in front. So we have to get rid of the 2. So let's divide each of these terms by 2, or let's factor out a 2. So I'm left with x squared minus 2x. So I'm still trying to find this c value. Okay, so let's go ahead and complete my square. So we have x squared, and then we have minus 2x. So let's split that up evenly. So that's negative 1, negative 1x, negative 1x. X times x is x squared. Something times x will give me negative 1x, that's negative 1. Same thing over here. Negative 1 times negative 1 is a positive 1. So what do we need to add to complete this square is a positive 1. So what are my two factors? If I factored it, x minus 1, x minus 1. Okay, don't forget the 2 on the outside, so that's 2. If you don't want to write x minus 1 twice, you can just say x minus 1 squared, because that implies we have 2 of them. And then there's just coefficient of 2 on the outside. Okay, let's do it again. Let's look at these terms. Well, I should notice that I could divide both of them by 3. So let's factor out a 3. So I'm left with x squared minus 2x. Okay, so this factor and this factor are the same thing. So instead of working harder, I already know that I need to add a positive 1. So I have x minus 1 times x minus 1. And then I have this 3 on the outside, so that's 3, open parentheses, x minus 1 squared. Okay, and I'm going to do it one more time. So let's look here. So we have 2x and 2x. So that means I can factor out a 2 because I got to get this x squared by itself in order to factor or complete the square. Okay, so if I factor out a 2, then I have 2, open parentheses, x squared plus 6. So I need to know what my c value is there. So let's go ahead and draw our box. So yeah, x squared. Let's go ahead and split up this 6x evenly. That's 3x and 3x. So hopefully you kind of find some shortcuts along the way. So plus 9. How do I know it's plus 9? Because this is x and x. 3 and a 3, because those are the numbers. And then this is 9, because 3 times 3 is 9. So I have 2 x plus 3 squared. Okay, so now I want you to go ahead and try the next 3. Okay,